Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the house with the Hinderer Knives Halftrack Slicer Tri-Way Stonewash Black G10 here with me for a review. We're gonna analyze the look, the sound and the feel of this bad boy, but hey, don't forget to like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this little fella right over here. Look at this tiny Hinderer box. It comes with, you open it up, just a regular cardboard box. You got your half track, you got some peanuts, and of course you do get the hand assembled and tuned by Kim Johnson card. You do get a nice sticker for your case or car or whatever you get. Since this is the tri-way version, you get a set of phosphorus bronze washers, a set of Teflon, and you get some other informations right over here on how to take this guy apart. But also you can check my video about that, and of course you get the Hinderer Halftrack, in this case slicer version here with me. And let's quickly check the size of this fella. It has a 3-inch long blade, but the cutting edge actually is a little bit shorter. It's going to be like a 2.75, and the handle is like 3.7, 3.8 inches for an overall length of 6.7 inches. Let's quickly check this bad boy out up against, for example, Benchmade Mini Bag Out and Benchmade Bag Out. So we are kind of like in the same ballpark of the Mini Bag Out, so not a big knife. Like for example, here you get Spyderco Para 3 and Spyderco Para Military 2. Look at this picture. This is giving you the idea of the size for the half-track. Not a big boy whatsoever. Look at this, Chris Reeve knives, large Sebenza 21 and small Sebenza 21, to show you that this guy is smaller than the small Sebenza 21. So keep that in mind. Of course, another Hinderer we got right here is the XM18 3.5 inches and this Kaha 2 by North Arm Knives, again to show you that, yeah, this is a big boy compared to that for sure. Let me show you just another couple more expensive. Of course, here you get your Holt Bladeworks Haptic, and up here you see the Spectre to show again that this guy is just smaller than both of those fellas. And just another couple, here you get the Arius, this is generation 4 Flipper Delete, and up here Brian Nadeau, that's the Void XL non-flipper version. And that's it. You want to see a couple Shiro? Why not? Let me see a big boy. Look at this. Let me show you. This is the with a little bit of without like tearing down my table. This is the Shirogorov 111 Deep Space, and it's a big boy. Yeah, here you get the Shirogorov Custom Division F3 and S, just to give you an idea of the size of this little fella right here, which is not that big. This is the Halftrack Hinderer Knives, made in US. It is not a cheap knife whatsoever. Retails, I think it's around $450. If I'm wrong, guys, just let me know in the comments down below, because I'm just telling you this stuff on the top of my head. I should do better research, but it's just me like doing videos like that, so I'm a noob, I know. But anyways, this is the Halftrack. It's a titanium frame lock by Hinderer Knives, made in US. It has G10 scale, which is pretty grippy. The overall look, I'm honestly not a fan of this look over here. I prefer much more the XM18. This is an overbuilt titanium frame lock, really solid feel. That's fantastic. We cannot deny that for sure. But what I'm talking about is just the look. So plain look is just not for me. It's a nice one, of course. Don't get me wrong. There's lots of nice things to like about this one, but generally speaking, probably the look is not appealing me like as other knives. I mean, I still like it, but not as much as others. So Here we get some nice chamfering. For example, around the scale, we got some jimping here and jimping over here. We have, I would say, you see, like one finger groove, which is pretty comfy for your index finger like that. You do not have any internal skeletonization of the titanium scales. You do get a little bit of internal chamfering, not as much as you get on the outside though. And then no backspacer, of course, but just a pair of standoffs screwed in from the outside with these screws which are protruding, and you can actually see the blade is safely recessed down, centered, nicely seating, of course. Of course, the flipper tab is sticking out a little bit too much. No jimping, a tiny bit of chamfering. It works like for a push button, but it's probably not the best, at least without gloves. For the light switch, is just a breeze. Even if there's no jimping, yeah, it's working pretty well. Then you got some screws, like a couple of screws using a T6 Torx bit, which are sticking out. You see, they're not really flush with the scales on both sides to hold the standoffs together. And then you need a flathead screwdriver to take down the pivot with a 12 spanner for the back. And then if you want to remove the clip, you gotta have a Phillips head screwdriver. This is an Allen key that you're gonna need for the to remove the stainless steel lock face, as well as, I guess, this over travel stop bar. So quite a lot of tool you need to take this guy apart, but they are pretty common, so it's not a big deal. You do have, I said, like a spinning pivot, so just keep that in mind. You're gonna need two tools to take this guy apart, and also you can check my maintenance video if you're unsure on how to take this guy apart and put it back together. It's pretty straightforward. And then you get a stainless steel lock face insert, because you have titanium up against steel. So in order to reduce lock stick, they added the stainless steel lock face insert, which is also, I believe, acting as an over travel. No, maybe no. Probably yes, actually. Yes, it is. So there's a double over travel lock bar stop. One, it's embedded in the lock face insert. The other one is in this disc, which is, I believe, a Hinderer patent, and it's working pretty well. So you got one right over here. Also, you do get like the clip, which is on the path of the lock. So this lock bar here cannot be overextended whatsoever. And then you do get a nice tip-up carry only titanium pocket clip. It's not reversible like it is in the XM18, for example, but it's the same with the window right over here. Works well design-wise. Yeah, this much is going to be sticking out from your pocket, and you cannot mount it on the other side, of course. You get like this interesting slicer blade, flat grind. You got a nice thumb ramp over here with a divot, you see, which is actually like your landing area for your flipper tab. Right over here, boom, lands over there like that, and that's fine. So you see, you have a nice landing area, you have a nice jimping going on, which is pretty effective. It's pretty grippy, so it works well. A fuller going on over here. You see, like, you kind of can, but it's not comfy because it's buried deep down, and it's not really too, I mean, I'm not gonna, yeah, no, it's not gonna work. Just stick with the flipper tab, it's gonna be all right. And then you have a nice wedge, a little bit, but it's nice, going on over here, stopping right at this point, and then kind of like this, not reverse tanto in any ways, but you see, like abruptly going down, and then 20% belly and straight edge up to the, I would say, finger choil, but it's more like a sharpening choil. I mean, yeah, you kind of can use it, but you see, here it's borderline sketchy, because you yeah, this guy is like sharpened up to this bit. And then not really much chamfering going on for the flipper tab, and no jimping whatsoever. You got the Hinderer logo on this side and USA 20 CV on the other side, which, to be honest, looks like a little bit off. You see, it starts right from there, so I don't really know about that. And you got the tri-way logo right here in the flipper tab, which indicates the triple options that you get for your pivot action. So the Stonewash Finish is it's nice. I mean, it's gonna hide scratches pretty well. Also, the sound, it's all right. I mean, to be like a small knife, it feels like it sounds like a bigger boy. Clacky and clicky. It's good, it's decent. I mean, nothing too crazy, nothing spectacular. Let's quickly check the weight of this fella, because yeah, it's quite substantial. To be a small guy, it's like 4.13 ounces. There's no internal skeletonization. The titanium slabs are thick. The stock thickness also, let's actually check it out. It is, 0.163, and behind the edge, it's not too bad. I mean, let's do it here. It's gonna be right over here, 0.025, something in that realm. I mean, it's a good slicer and a pretty thick blade, if you ask me, but it's all right. What is good is like just this guy feels good in the hand, I have to say. Nice finger groove over here works wonders. It's good in the hand, I have to admit. I like the jimping, I like the finger groove. Not so much the finger choil, but it's good. It's tiny for my hand. You see, it just hits like this point, and I kind of have my pinky just free. Like I would like something more to grab onto, but anyways, this is a small knife, so that's the point. The lock bar is actually easier to access than an XM18, for example, because the groove, the area here is a little bit wider, so it works pretty well, I have to say that. You can't really do like a reverse grip, just like forward grip. If you are gonna be careful with this finger choil, yeah, you can do it. You have also a nice divot right there if you want to do a little bit more advanced grip. Fit and finish is pretty Hinderer knives, so well put together, feels absolutely solid like a rock. Nice texture, it's not slippery at all. This guy is grippy, I'm telling you. It's, yeah, you can feel it, but you don't feel any gaps, any misalignments. Everything is well put together. There's no lock stick, there's no blade play, lock, rock, up, down. It is solid, I'm telling you, this guy is solid. You do not have a detent ball ramp. You do feel like the clip that is very well, has a good tension for to keep it in the pocket, so very well designed. And of course you got the option of installing Teflon washers, phosphorus bronze washers, or bearings. Like in this case, we got bearings installed in this tri-way pivot mechanism to make it snappy. I prefer the bearings in this case, like snaps out and just a little nudge to get it closed. There's no guillotine effect. You need to wiggle a little bit to get the blade closed, but nothing too crazy. Detent is very crisp and dialed in, very well tuned in. I really like it. So overall, I mean, it's probably the aesthetics that are not doing it for me, because the ergos is good, the action is alright for a tiny knife, price is not the best. I would do something less, but still, that's me. But overall, it's a pretty good one. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.